Come onto the back. Let the eyes close if that's comfortable for you. If not, just allow your gaze to get soft so that you're not staring at anything in particular. You're allowing that sense of sight to almost go beyond what you're seeing so that you start to bring your awareness more inward, and that is known as our drishti, that inward gaze, tuning into sensation, into feeling, into thoughts. Your next inhale, let's bring the arms over your head, lengthen out through the legs. You can point, flex the feet. And then as you exhale, let it come out of the mouth. And do that 2 more times. So every inhale, get a little bit longer. Can you stretch a little bit taller from fingertips to your toe tips? And then exhale everything out the mouth. 1 more time. Nice lengthy inhale, top to bottom. And now as you exhale out the mouth, bring your knees into your chest. Feet around the spine, forward to your knees. You're just rocking back body to the earth. Feel that support beneath you of the earth. We're going to open with somatic movement. So keep your knees softly to your chest, your heels softly to your bum. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up, capital letter T. You're inhaling here. On your exhale, let your legs drift over to one side. You do not have to come all the way to the floor. Only go so far so that when you on the next inhale, your legs can come back through center. And then exhale over to the opposite side. And inhale brings you up through center. Exhaling over to the next side. Encourage the spaces of the in-between your inhales and exhales. So we are tapping into space element today as we work through the thoracic spine, cervical spine, shoulder girdle, but also closely with our air element as well. All elements typically, but those are the 2 main ones today. So again, feel free to encourage those gentle pauses between your inhales and exhales. And we're going to add the upper body. So the next time your knees come to the left, allow your whole body to come with you. Your right arm's going to come with you, and you're going to reach your right hand beyond your left fingertips. Good. Inhale. I like to drag my right fingertips up the length of my left arm to bring it back to the right side. And then as you exhale, knees to the right, left arm comes with you and you are reaching beyond your left fingertips. Inhaling, coming through center, left arm to the left. And again, as you exhale, knees to the right, you're rolling to your left side. Right hand comes with, reaching. Again, feel free to pause at the top of your inhale and at the bottom of your exhale. I'm going to give you another add-on. So the next time you roll to the left, your right leg is on top. As you reach your right fingertips beyond your left fingertips, feel free to slide your right foot forward in space, so towards the top edge of your mat. So feeling that nice length down the right side of your body. And then inhale, you'll come back through center, right arm out to the right, knees to chest, and then exhale, rolling to your right side. Reaching left hand beyond your right fingertips, and then slide your left foot forward towards the top edge of your mat. Getting nice and long on the left side here. And then just moving in that way. If you want to add the leg, you don't have to. It's just, again, another addition, but not necessary. Next time you roll to your right side, we're going to pause in a fetal position. Rolling to your right side fetal, pausing there. And then from here, I'm going to have you press up, and you're going to find a comfortable seat. Pressing up so that you're in a seated position. Feel free to sit on a blanket or a block in a blanket, especially if that gives you a little bit more length, space in your lumbar spine, your lower spine, space in your hips. I'm going to attempt to mirror you guys today. You're going to bring your left leg out, your right leg out first. The right leg out at this angle. The left heel stays in towards your midline. You're going to bring your right hand to the outer edge of your right hip. Yep. And you can walk it out a little bit if that feels good for you. But you're just keeping that right arm fairly straight and supported here. Bring your left arm out to the left. You're going to rotate your hand to turn up to the sky. On an inhale, you're going to reach your left arm up and over to the right. And then once you're here, on an inhale, I want you to rotate your head and neck, your eye gaze up to the sky. And then as you exhale, rotate down towards the floor. We're just going to do this a couple more times, and then we're going to add the upper body. So inhale, looking up towards the sky. And then exhale down towards the floor. Couple more here. Feel your right hand palm press into the floor. Think of space on the outer seam of your left side. Now the next time you look up, pause for a breath. Then we're going to add the upper body. So on your next inhale, sweep your left arm behind you. Gently calf to shape or bend the elbow. On the exhale, you're going to bring your left arm down towards the outer left hip, forward through the front of the body. Inhale, you're going to bring it back up. Open out behind you, slight bend in the elbow, and then exhale down towards the outer hip through the front of the body. And you're letting your head, neck follow that motion of your arm. As you move within the space of your body, within the space of your limbs, your joints, imagine you are actually creating a dance in the element of space. So nothing's very linear. There's no one way or right way. So moving from your heart space to the left side chest cavity rather than the arm itself. See how that might feel for you? Especially if you're feeling a lot in the shoulder. Can it be the breath that carries your arm up and behind? And as you exhale, can it be that dissension of breath, of energy, bringing you closer to the earth? Do one more here. Now the next time as you inhale, as your left arm comes up, and the exhale happens, let your left hand come to the outer left hip behind you. You're going to stabilize through your left hand. You're going to press your hips up so that your right foot comes flat to the floor, left shin to the floor, and then reach your left arm back behind you or towards the crown of your head. That's the way, Sherry. Yep. And then exhale, you're going to come back down. We're going to do that same thing opposite side. So you're going to switch your legs. So now left leg out, right foot in. You're going to bring your left hand to the outer hip, slightly back behind you so that your left arm is straight. You're pressing into the floor, so we're not hanging out in the shoulder socket. Think of drawing your shoulder blade to the mid-back, fairly broad here. On an inhale, bring your right arm out to the right, palm rotating up, and then inhale up and over to your left. Once you're here, you can walk your left arm out a little bit further. If that gives you a little bit more space, you can have that range of motion. On your next inhale, you're going to look up towards the sky. Exhale, rotate your head, neck down towards the floor, toward the left. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rotating down. Couple more. Eyes softly open or closed. You close the eyes, you practice proprioception, where our body's in space without the external cues of sight. We're going to add the upper body, so the next time you look up, stay here for a breath. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bend or bring your right arm behind you, slight bend in the elbow. That's way, Elizabeth. And then exhale down towards the outer hip, through the front of the body, up towards the crown of your head. Back behind you, slight bend in the elbow. Letting the head and neck follow in that range of motion. The limb of your arm, your right arm gets soft. The joints of the arm get soft. Even your fingers, they get soft. If you're swimming in that element of space or allowing the breath within you, that air element within you and around you, carrying your physical body in the shape. We're going to come into that back bend, so take your time getting there. The next time you inhale, let your right arm come up. As you exhale, let it bring you up. Right hand comes to the outer edge of your right hip or slightly behind. You're going to plant down to that right hand, arm, stabilize. Press your hips, your butt forward as you come to the shin of your right leg. Left foot comes flat to the floor, and then reach your left arm behind you or towards the front of your head. And then exhale, making your way down. Nice. Right, from here, let's make our way to hands and knees. Tabletop position. Remember to pad your knees with a blanket if you need to. So tabletop, wrists are shoulder width, knees are hip width, tops of your feet fairly flat to the floor. On an inhale, you'll come to your extension cow. Exhale, press into the floor, around the spine, cat. Inhale, chest, heart forward, tailbone back and up. Exhale, chin drops in, back of the heart expands, tailbone tucks underneath you. Couple more just in this movement, right? This extension and flexion of your spine. And the next time you exhale, as you come into cat, round your upper spine and then let your hips, buttocks shift back to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, come forward through cow, or let your hips come more forward towards your wrist into extended cobra. You're still pulling your heart through, not collapsing into the shoulders. And then exhale, press the floor away, round the spine. Bring your hips, your butt back to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, either come through your cow shape, right? Or hips forward, extended cobra. Hi, Sherry. Exhale, press down away from the floor. Think of rounding your spine, hips to your heels, child's pose. Do this a couple more times on your own within your own breath. Thanks, everybody. Last time here. And now this time as you exhale and bring your hips to your heels, child's pose, we're going to stay here. So let your knees be as wide as you need them to be or as close as you need them to be. Good. Walk your hands forward in space, extended child's pose. Arms about shoulder width, maybe wider. And I want you to come onto your finger pads for a moment. Cat claws, or as if you're holding cupcakes underneath your hands. You don't want to squash them. Feel your finger pads ground, root into the earth. Think of rotating biceps up, triceps down. Feel the outwardly spiraling of your upper arms as your lower arms are trying to spiral in towards each other. Feel that broadening across the chest, the shoulders, the collarbones, not just your back body, but your front and side bodies as well. Go ahead, relax your hands to the floor. And on the inhale, you're going to walk your hands upper body over to the left. Forehead to the floor, or you can even create a pillow with your left forearm for your forehead to rest on. And just as you did before, you're going to ground through the palm of your right hand. And as your hand roots down, think of internally rotating, spiraling in through your forearm. But at the same time, your upper arm is externally rotating, spiraling out. Let your right hip get heavy to the right heel. Breathe a little more deeply or lengthy into the right side body. Inhale, you're going to come back through center, and then we're going to walk over to the right side. So pillow with your right forearm if you need it. Bring the earth closer to you. Root connect to the left hand palm. Feel that internal rotation of your forearm as your upper arm bones trying to spiral out. It's more energetic alignment. Let your left hip come back to the left heel. Breathe a little more lengthy fully into the left side body. Okay, inhale, come back through center. Next inhale, you're going to come back through tabletop. You're going to come into what is called thread the needle. We'll start on the right side. On an inhale, you're going to reach your right arm up, look up, and then you're going to thread your right arm through the chest floor so that your right side head comes to the floor, right ear. Left hand stays on the floor underneath your left shoulder head for support. You can always tuck your toes underneath your feet for balance. Notice how your hips want to shift to the left with you, but can you steer your hips, your buttocks more to the right side? Breathe into the back of the heart, right side, back of the shoulder blade, back of your ribs. Working our diaphragm in that way. Then left hand presses down. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. And then exhale, right hand to the floor. And we'll do that same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. If you can, let your left ear, left side of your head come to the floor. That's the way, Sherry. Breathe into your back side, back of your left heart, left side of the heart, left lung. Okay, inhale, press your right hand down, reach your left arm up, again looking up. And then exhale, left hand to the floor. Good, Daniel. Cat-cow on an inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, flexion of the spine. A couple of these on your own or a few of these. And if you would like to add any other movement here that feels intuitive, that feels as if it's going to add to the practice, then take away from where you are at in this moment of time, because you've already shifted from the beginning of practice to now, energetically, physically, maybe even emotionally and mentally. Being present in each moment of the spaces of the in-between. The head and neck go, the face go, any exhales at the mouth, always welcome. Okay, next inhale, come through a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. On an exhale, let's lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Once you're here, you can pedal it out. Good. Press your hands, palms firmly into the floor. Feel all 10 finger pads into the floor. You almost should feel a cupping sensation through that arch of your palm, I call it. Just like the instep of your foot. We have that same kind of instep through the palm. Let's walk the feet forward, come into a forward fold. Feet about hip width, maybe even wider. Let your knees have a soft bend. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Let's come into our ragdoll first. So grab opposite elbows or forearms. Sway a little bit from side to side. Take out the head, the neck. Keeping the soles of your feet flat to the floor, but bouncing through the soles of your feet. Letting that vibration travel up the length of your legs, hips, spine, maybe through the head, the neck. On an exhale, go ahead and let your hands come to the floor, but then bring your hands to the small of your back, the lower back. See if you can find a fist grip and let your palms come together to the best of your ability. You might already feel the stretch as you do this. As you get your palms closer together, think of bringing your shoulder heads up to the ears and then down the back body up towards the sky. So you're rolling the shoulder heads up, down, and back, or back and down. Then reach your knuckles back behind you up towards the sky, and then maybe your arms come forward towards the crown of your head. Yes. Your head and neck hang heavy. Maybe shake it out, breathe it out. We're going to stay here a little longer. You can always bring your hands to the small of your back if you need to. Or you're going to straighten out to the left leg, bend the left knee a little bit more to your chest, but then rotate your chest to the right. This helps get into the side bodies a little bit more. And then inhale, come back through center. This time you're going to straighten out to the left leg, bend the right knee into your chest, but then rotate your chest to the left. Got it. Yes. Inhale, come back through center, both legs fairly neutral. On an exhale, let your hands come to the small of your back, and then hands to the floor. Feel your feet to the floor. Draw the navel in and up. Imagine you're scooping your belly button in and up towards your spine, sternum. And then as you inhale, I want you to gently roll one vertebra up at a time. Let your hands travel the length of your legs. Let your head and neck come up last. And as they do, you can add a shoulder shrug at your top, finding your way into mountain pose, Tadasana. Eyes softly opened or closed, you decide. We're going to come into what is called gentle half moon. Again, I'm going to mirror you. So we're going to start on the right side. You're going to bring your left hand to your left outer thigh. Externally rotate your right hand out to the right. On an inhale, you're going to reach your right arm up and then over to the left. You decide if you're looking forward, up, or even down today, if that feels nice on your head and neck. Chin can even come in towards the sternum a bit. Press your your left hip to the right to get your right side a little bit longer. And then inhale, reach your right arm to carry you up through center. We're going to do the same thing opposite side. So right hand to the right thigh. I'm energetically pressing into the thigh to keep somewhat of a lift here, so I'm not cramming into that side body. You're going to externally rotate your right hand arm. Inhale, you got it, Sherry. Reach your right arm up and over. And this is where my right hand is pressing into my right outer thigh to keep space on that right side. So I'm not collapsing there. There's some contraction as I open and lengthen to the left side. Again, you can look up, you can look forward, you can look down. Inhale, sweep your left arm up to carry you up. Nice. This time as you inhale, you're going to sweep both arms up. On an exhale, you're going to bend the knees. Bend the knees softly. You're going to cactus shape your arms. Open through the chest. Inhale, reach up, straighten out through the legs. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, softly bend the knees, cactus shape arms out to the sides. Think chest, heart up, chin up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen back up. 1 more time, exhale. Inhale, press down into the floor to come back up through center, and then exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway fold, long spine, wherever your hands need to be for that. Exhale, plant your hands to the floor or your blocks on either side of your right foot. You're going to step your left foot back, stay on the ball of your left foot for now. Go ahead, bounce on the ball of your left foot. You got it, Sherry. Find stillness in your lunge. On an inhale, bend the right knee. Let your hips, your pelvis, your eyes, even your heart come forward. Exhale, press your hips up and back. Let left heel come towards the floor. It will not touch as you come into your wide pyramid. Inhale, bend the right knee. Use your hands isometrically, whether on the floor or your blocks. Think of dragging the heels of your palms back to bring your heart more forward. And then exhale, press the floor away, your blocks away as you let your hips come back. 1 more time. Inhale, bend the right knee. Isometrically drag the heels of your palms back, heart forward. Exhaling, hips up and back, wide pyramid. Inhale, bend the right knee, come into your lunge. Rotate your left heel to the right. Feel free to heel toe your right foot in slightly so that your right heel is fairly in line with that inner arch of your left foot. Inhale, come up, warrior 2. So away. Right toes pointing forward, your knee is tracking in that same line. So your shoulders over your ribs over your pelvis. Inhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Stay on the exhale, bend the right knee, sit a little bit deeper if you can. And then as you inhale from your right hip, can you get longer on your right side? Keep this shape, bring your right arm back out to the right. Let it hover just above your knee. And then let your left ear drop to the left shoulder. The way, Sherry. And then you're reaching your right arm out just above your knee, but out towards the front. Inhale, slowly bring your head, neck back up to center, warrior 2. Exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, left arm up to the sky, extended side angle. You're that same shoulder flossing as we did seated, but now we're in a warrior shape. So on your next inhale, bend your left elbow, bring your left arm slightly behind you, eye gaze follows. On your exhale, let your left arm drape down toward your outer hip, forward through the front of the body, and even allow the weight of your left arm to bring your left shoulder girdle down with you, chin to chest. As if you're kind of falling into that midline. And then inhale, let it carry you up, slightly out. Exhaling as you bring the left arm down and forward. And again, allowing yourself to even drape towards the floor. Inhaling up, out. Exhaling down. Nice. One more here. Next time your left arm comes up, let it carry you up, warrior two. Exhale, you're going to cartwheel the hands, frame your front foot. And step the right foot back, plank. Knees can be on the floor if you need to. Inhale, you're going to shift forward. Exhale, we will lower. Inhale, bring your heart forward and up into a cobra. And then exhale to lower. Hands to the floor. Inhale, press up through tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Pause here. Palms can face up. Arms can sweep back. And if child's pose is not a shape where you can find stillness or relaxation, crocodile pose is always a great option. That's being flat on your front side. You can bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing up. Whether you're in crocodile or child's pose, bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Come back through tabletop, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, breathe it out. Balls of the feet, soft by the knees, bounce it out. Okay, inhale high in the balls of the feet, exhale bend the knees, look forward. You can step, or maybe you float forward, up to you. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. We're going to go straight into that second set. Exhale, hands to the heart. Arms by your side, Tadasana. You're going to come into that gentle half moon variation. We'll start on the opposite side, so left side. Right hand to the outer right thigh. Externally rotate your left arm. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over to the right. Remember, you can use your right hand to press into the right thigh. Get a little lift on the right side as you open to left. You can look forward, you can look up, you can look down. Good. Inhale up through center. You're going to switch. Left hand to the left thigh. Externally rotate through your right arm. Inhale, reach it up, over. Using your left hand to create a little bit more space on that left side. So we're not just collapsing there. Opening to the right side. Nice, everybody. And then inhale, sweep your right arm to come up. Next inhale, you're going to bring both arms out and up. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, bend the elbows out to the sides, open to the chest. Yeah. Inhale, re-lengthen, press the floor away. 2 more times. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. 1 more time. Good. Inhale, press the floor away, lengthen. This time as you exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway forward fold. Exhale, you're going to plant your hands to the floor or your blocks. You're going to step your right foot back this time. The left foot forward, right foot back into your lunge. Stand the ball of your right foot. Once you're here, bounce on the ball of your right foot. And then find stillness in your lunge. On an inhale, let your hips come forward as you bend your left knee. Drag the heels of your palms isometrically back. Bring your heart forward, maybe chin up or chin forward and up. Exhale, hips up and back. Press the floor away as you do that. Wide pyramid. Right heel will not come to the floor for most of us. Inhale, rebend the left knee, come into your runner's lunge, drag the heels of your palms towards your hips as your heart comes more forward. Exhale, hips up and back, press the floor away. Wide pyramid. One more time. Inhale, you're going to come back to the lunge. You're going to pivot your right heel to your left. Heel toe your left foot in towards that midline a bit so that your left heel is fairly in line with your inner arch of your right foot. Come up, warrior two. And you'll turn your left toe slightly out. Yeah. Bend the left knee. Make sure your left knee is tracking big in second toe. So your shoulders over your ribs over your pelvis. The way, Sherry, yep. And think of externally rotating through your left thigh. So that front thigh. Notice how the knee wants to come in. Can you think of as if you're spiraling your thigh bone out in external rotation? So the back leg stays straight. Yeah. Turn your left toes out a little bit more. Just one to the left? Yeah. Just, yeah. And then bend this knee. Perfect. You got it. Inhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Good. You're going to stay here on your exhale. See if you can bend the left knee, get a little bit deeper. But then as you inhale, can you create a little bit more space from your left hip to thigh? Good. Stay here. And now bring your left arm back to the left. Let it hover just above your knee. You can bring it down a little bit, Elizabeth. And then let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. Yeah. And then inhale, bring your head neck up through center, warrior two. Exhale, left forearm to your left thigh. You're going to come into your extended side angle variation. Right arm up towards the sky. We're going to do that same shoulder flossing here. So when you're ready, on an inhale, you're going to bend your right elbow back behind you. On the exhale, let it sweep down towards the outer hip, forward to the front of the body. Think of draping your upper body as you do. Inhale, let the breath carry your right arm up, back behind you. Exhale down towards the outer hip. Gravity work with you as your right arm kind of reaches to the floor, opening to the back side. And I'm actively pressing my left forearm into my left thigh. So again, I'm not collapsing into that left seam, the outer seam here. There's still some integrity. The way, nice everybody. Couple more. Working with your element of space, of air. Okay, next time, right arm comes up, let it carry you up, warrior two. Exhale, you're going to cartwheel the hands, frame your front foot. Step left foot back, plank. Again, knees can come to the floor or not. Inhale, shift forward, exhale to lower. Inhale, slide the heart forward and up, cobra. And then exhale, lower. Either stay here, crocodile pose, or shift your hips to your heels into child's pose. If you're in crocodile, arms can come forward, palms facing up. If you're in child's pose, embryo is a great one. Arms would sweep back by your legs, a little rock from side to side. Wherever you're at, bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Press up through tabletop first, then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Okay, I'm gonna give you two options here. You're going to either step it forward to sit down, or maybe you practice floating forward to sit down. Nice. Nice job, everybody. Let's stay seated. We're going to come into a seated spine twist. Bring both legs long in front of you. Again, I'm going to mirror you guys. Bring your right leg in. If you can, you're going to cross your right foot over your outer left thigh. You're going to hug. Actually, let's reach the left arm up first, and then you're going to hug your right knee with the crook of your left arm. Nice. Think chest in towards your thigh, chest up towards the sky. And then your right hand, you can come onto tented fingertips behind you as you allow that rotation to happen through the spine. Maybe you're hook twisting, bringing the outer left arm to the outer right thigh. This just creates more of a twist. Keep the twist of your spine. Bring your head more at a neutral position with your sternum, and then let your left ear drop to the left shoulder. Let your head neck come up through center. Keep the cross of your legs, but you're going to counter twist your outer left hip. So I like to come on my tented fingertips and kind of drape my upper body forward and down. Chin towards chest. Good. Inhale, come up through center. Uncross the legs. Now your right leg is straight. You'll bend your left knee, thigh to chest. You can stay here, or you're going to cross your left foot over your right thigh. With your left hand to the outer thigh, reach your right arm up, and then you're either hugging it in, chest stays lifted, or you are hooking it. Kind of up to you and where you can go today. And one side tends to be different. Good. Left arm behind you if you can, tented fingertips. You don't have to, but it's just a nice way to get a little bit taller. Breaths are not as long because of the twist, but imagine with each exhale, you're drawing your navel in and over to your left to help the rotation of your spine. And then bring your head, your chin more in line with your sternum. And then if you can, let your right ear come to the right shoulder. Inhale, bring your head neck up through center. Next inhale, you're going to slowly untwist, but keep the cross of your legs as you counter twist to your outer right side hip. Again, I like to come on my tented fingertips, almost using them to bring my heart more through and forward in space. Bring my head dip down, upper body down. Good. Inhale, come up through center. And cross the legs, shake the legs out. Let your legs stay straight. We're going to just do a couple head rolls. So inhale here on your exhale, let your chin drop to the chest. And then on your next inhale, think of making an oval shape with the crown of your head in one direction. Next time sternum drops to the, your chin drops to the sternum, pause. Next inhale, you're moving the opposite direction in that oval shape through the crown. Okay, next time chin comes to sternum, pause. You can use either hand, palm to the forehead. Gently bring your head neck up through center. And then with your legs straight, fairly active, walk your fingertips forward. Come into a gentle forward fold. With the chest lifted, think of hinging more at your hip line than rounding through the spine. Lead with the heart. Using a strap, totally cool with me. Maybe hands are just at the sides. A few more breaths here. See if with each time you exhale, you can allow the breath, that exhale, to bring you further into the shape. Inhale, slowly make your way upright. Have your props nearby. You're going to come to your backside for final wrap in a position that feels right for you. So before you do that though, come back to your back body, let your knees come to your chest, just rocking back body into the floor. Maybe find a variation of happy baby. And start to feel, maybe see in your mind's eye, what shape is going to support you in this moment of your practice. I always, most of the time, like supinated Baddha Konasana, so I'm always going to offer that one. But supported bound angle, the soles of your feet would be together. You will let your legs fall out to the sides, and you would slide your blocks underneath your thighs, your knees. Your blanket can come over the fronts of your hips. Maybe you're letting your legs go long and using the length of your block to run the length of your calf. So your legs, your feet are still above your heart space in a very easy but inverted position. You're welcome. You can always do legs up the wall too. That's another great one. If you have a wall nearby, which we do here in studio. Or Shavasana, corpse pose, where you're just finding that neutral length of your body, floor. Always let your hands rest at your heart, belly, maybe one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Arms away from the body, palms facing up. We're going to invite our nervous system to calm. We're going to work with a Viloma breath technique, which you've done with me before, but we've done it mostly in a building aspect. But today we're going to work on a downward motion of energy, calming energy. So in today's Viloma practice, we are working on the exhale in 3 different parts. In between those parts, we will find space, a pause. And then the inhale will be a one nice lengthy inhale, okay? So begin by exhaling everything out the mouth. And then seal the lips. On an inhale, breathe in through your nose, lengthy breath from top to bottom. And then exhale from bottom to top, count of 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, bottom to top. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, bottom to top. 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, bottom to top. 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, pause. Allow your next breath to find ease. No effort. Easy inhales, gentle pause into the easy exhale. Without moving in your mind's eye, see the shape that you're in. Your body in space, within the space of the room, lying upon your mat. Feel the air upon your skin, flows upon your skin. Maybe you start with a swallow. Start to bring gentle movement through your physical body, so the fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Gently rock your head from side to side. You scrunch up the face, stick out your tongue. Being mindful of the shape that you're in, but as you take another inhale or the next inhale or so into the body, feel free to reach your arms overhead, lengthen out the legs, take up space. And then as you exhale, let it come audibly out the mouth, bringing your knees in towards your chest and rocking back body into the earth. Feeling earth beneath you, that sense of support and guidance. And rolling off to either side today. To then press up into a seat, and we'll meet here to close very briefly. And I invite you to bring your hands over the heart space. Maybe you find Anjali Mudra, a sign of gratitude. Either way, feel your hands, your thumbs rest at the heart itself. Feel the beat of your heart. Acknowledge the effort in creating space in your everyday life for your personal practice. And as you move through this full moon that's coming up, or just the remainder of the week into the next month, June, which is Monday, see if you can practice that stillness of the spaces of the in-between, and honoring those spaces of the in-between, spaces of the unknown. And rather than forcing something or reaching to the next point, can we be in those individual moments that grant us opportunities to arrive more fully into the next phase? And thank you for sharing your energy, your wisdom. We'll close with one Om, exhale everything out. Nice inhale in. And the exhale bow in. And thank you for sharing your energy, your company. It's always an honor. Have a beautiful rest of